everybody who is just joining in. Welcome, everybody. Let me just repeat. My name is, so today we are talking about being stuck at a band 6. And if you feel like you're stuck at a band 6 and you don't know how to move to a band 7, or you feel like you're stuck, you struggle with job interviews, today I will be fixing your lessons live. I'm Wafa and I'm an English professor in Canada. I help students improve their IELTS speaking and also speaking confidently in real life situations like job interviews. So if you're stuck at a band 6, I want you to take a second to try to answer this question. Tell me about yourself, and we will try to fix it in the chat. So Manoya says, I'm Mona. I'm studying English. I'm studying the English language and I'm working. I have been in Canada for 2 years now. Nice. So my name is Mona. I'm currently studying English and I work. And I'm also working. I've lived in Canada for 2 years and I hope to learn English. Why? Why do you want to learn English? Because I want to integrate into the society, because it's very important for my job. Can you tell us why you want to learn English, Mona? So Zara says, my name is Zara. I am from Sudan. I'm married. I have 2 children and I'm studying. I like speaking English. Nice, Zara. Can you tell us? Just give me 1 sec.
You don't have to open the door. I think it's just a random salesperson.
I'm on the live, okay? Sorry, guys. My name is Ibrahim. I'm currently working as a patient attendant, also did radiology technology. I like that. My name is Hannah and I live in Canada for 2 years and I am working. Great. My name is Hannah. I am an international student in Canada studying Masters of Gender. Okay. So Hannah, let's try to fix your answer. My name is Hannah and I'm an international student in Canada, currently studying my master's in gender and studies and also working. Bintu says, my name is Hannah and I live in Canada for the past 2 years. Okay, could you tell us what you do for work, Bintu? My name is Ibrahim. I'm currently working as a patient attendant, also did radiology technology. Nice. My name is Ibrahim. I'm currently working as a patient attendant and also completed my radiology diploma or degree. So welcome everyone. Because it is important for my work and I would like to improve my skills to study in university. Great answer. I like that. My name is Saida and I live in Canada. Nice, Saida. Welcome. Can you tell us what you do in Canada? Do you work? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a housewife? What do you do, dear? My name is Betty. I am a qualified PSW. I have experience working independently as well as a team. I like that. Can you tell us which one you prefer? I prefer working independently, uh, because I feel like I could complete all my tasks on time, something like this. My name is Abdi and I'm currently working. I have been in Canada for 2 years. Welcome, Abdi. I like that. So, can you tell us what you're doing in your current job? So, guys, just as I am correcting all these answers live, this is what I do in my English speaking confidence club. If you are serious about if you are serious about learning English, improving your English, going from a band 5 to a band 7, message IELTS in the chat and I will send you a message. Type IELTS in the chat if you are serious about learning English, and I will send you a message after today's live. Hi Faisal, walaikum assalam. Anai says, my name is Anai and I'm studying in Timor Leste about English. Okay, Timor Leste must be a place. Um, can you tell us? Uh, I prefer to learn English because. Why do you prefer to learn English? I typed IELTS since morning and I didn't get a message. User, I probably sent you, there was a few people I tried to message earlier and the message was not going through. Can you send me a message? I think your messages are turned off. I'm studying English because I want to help myself. I like that. It's so true, right? Learning English is only going to help you become better at communication, for everyday communication and everyday life. That's why it's so important to want to learn for yourself. So that's a great response. Ahmed, oh my God, you are online. Well, this is my first day. Hello, Ahmed. Coming online in the evening. I want to see how it goes because I really want to help you all improve your English. And if this time works better, I will try to live stream. Okay, Naki said, or Anai says, I want to study English because I want to improve my English speaking. Yes, because I want to learn, because I want to make it easier to communicate every day, or I want it to be easier for me to communicate with others every day. That's something you could say. Naki says for easy communication because the environment where I am. Okay, they speak English. That's a great response. So you could say, gosh, I got to think quick because so many messages are coming. It's important for me to learn English because the country I live in, English is very well spoken or very widely spoken. So it's essential that I learn English for everyday communication. So Naki, that was for you. User says, I want to study English because I want to find jobs. That's totally valid, right? I want to study. My name is user. I want to study English because it will be easier for me to find jobs, right? For example, I need to learn English for a customer service job. For example, Rasha says, oh, I think she's talking to someone. Ali says, hi, my name is Ali. No English. Hello, Ali. Welcome. Where are you chatting from, Ali? It's hard to reading. Oh, let me make it bigger. If it's a little small, I hope that's better for you. So it's hard to reading, Susan says. How can I speak English, please? So stay with us, Rasha, because that's what we are doing today. We are practicing how to improve your English, and I am helping you. I'm going to give you a question, and I will give everyone a chance to type their answer, and then I will correct it to a band 7. I learned English to understand the films I like. I like that, Nasra. That's a good reason, right? So maybe you should start watching movies in English. It will make it so much easier for you to slowly understand and learn. Subtitles. You know, if you get the captions in the bottom, you will learn. Boop says, hi, I am chatting from Guinea. I am preparing for the IELTS online test for admission. Ooh, nice. Boop, so great to meet you. I have an English speaking confidence course. If you are interested in becoming a confident English speaker, you could send text IELTS down below, and I will write and I will send you a message afterwards. Yes, I have a material, English material. Just message IELTS below and I will send you a message afterwards. Yes, Munya, I wrote your name down. I will be messaging you after the live. So, guys, if you're finding this live useful, please share it with others. Share it with your friends and family so we could learn English together and I can help you. So, I want to show you a band 6 answer for this question. So, let's say the examiner asked you, tell me about yourself, and you answered, my name is Anna. I am from India. I studied English. I studied business and I am hardworking. This would be considered a band 6 answer. Why is a band 6? Mainly because there's not enough details. So I'm going to cross this out. You could still see it, but a band 7 answer would sound like this. I already have it typed out. So I want to show you how a band, so I'm going to show you band 6. This would be a band 7 answer. Band 7 answer. Whoopsie. Let's move this. Here is a band 7 answer for you to see. One sec. I am going to put this. So here's a band 7 answer for you to see. And I'm going to show you how I broke down this answer. My name is Anna, and I recently completed my degree in business. I'm particularly interested in marketing because I enjoy working with creative ideas and communication. For example, during my studies, I worked on a project where I helped promote a small business online, which really increased my interest in this field. So, as you see here, this answer, oh, some people are saying, can you zoom out? Could you make it smaller? One sec. Let me see what. Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. I don't know why. It's frozen. Just give me one sec. Let me try to fix it. There we go. Hold on. So I think this should be okay. Yes. Okay. So you should be able to see it now. So this answer would be like this. My name is Anna, and I recently completed my degree in business. I'm particularly interested in marketing because I enjoy working with creative ideas and communication. For example, during my studies, I worked on a project where I helped promote a small business online, which really increased my interest in this field. So there's a special format I used for this band 7 response, which I am going to teach you today. So today I want to teach you a method called the ARE method. Hi Betul. Hi Naki. The ARE method. ARE method stands for answer, reason, example. And I'm going to show you that right now. So the answer, reason, example method. So this exact answer that I just wrote for you, this is a method I'm using here. So the question for those of you who are just coming in was, tell me about yourself. I'm going to write it here just so you see it. So the method I used is the ARE method. I answered the question directly. Tell me about yourself. I'm saying the exact answer is, my name is Anna. My real name's not Anna. I'm just saying it. My name is Anna, right? And I completed my degree recently in business, and then I gave a reason. Why did I complete my degree in business? What is interesting about it? So that is the reason, right? I'm particularly interested in marketing because I enjoy working with creative ideas. When you see the word because, it literally means why, right? Why are you interested in business? Because she enjoys working with creative ideas. And then you give an example. The ARE method, you answer the question directly, you give an example, a reason, and then an example. So using this ARE method that I am teaching you today, this is what method you need to know to learn to get a band 7 on your IELTS speaking test, guys. So if you like methods like the ARE method that I just taught you, type IELTS in the chat and I will send you a link after. We could have a chat because I have the English Speaking Confidence Club where I help you improve your English just like I'm doing here. I help you improve your English on the spot. Remember, you're not going to learn English just by watching YouTube videos all day. You need somebody to tell you what you're doing wrong and how to improve. And this is how I break down my methods in my course. Thank you, King, for sharing the live. Please share the live if you're finding it useful. Let's help others as well. So please share the live so more people could join. So I am going to write another question in the chat, and I want you to try to answer it using the ARE method that I just taught you. Okay. So I am going to put a new question in the chat because this looks like a lot of things I wrote. Thank you, everyone, for sharing the live. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Thank you. So kind of you all. So, what is the next question? The next question is, do you like your hometown? Hometown. So, using the ARE method, I want you to try to answer this question. So, how are you going to, before you start typing, I want you to listen carefully. Answer the question directly. Tell me yes or no if you like your hometown. Give a reason. Why do you like it or why not? Why or why not? And then you're going to give me an example. What do you like about it? For example. So I want to see full answers. I don't just want to see yes I do. Use the ARE method I just taught you to answer the question. Give an answer, yes or no, why or why not, and then give an example. So let's see. Using the ARE method, I want to see. So peaceful and clean. Yes, I do. So tell me, start from the beginning. Yes, I do really like my hometown because it's peaceful and clean. For example, we have a lot of parks that are spotless and there's no litter on the floor. Litter means like garbage. There's no litter on the floor. Hanan says, yes, I like my hometown because the weather there is very nice, which is opposite of the UK. I like that. So, Hanan, can you tell us, give us an example of the weather in your hometown? For example, it's very hot in my hometown. What is so different of the weather? Parwandeep says, yes, I really enjoy living in my hometown. People are very kind there. I like that. So, can you give us a reason? Can you give us an example, Parwandeep, of what makes them kind? People are very kind there. For example, my neighbor always helps me with taking out my trash, or uh, helps me with my grocery bags, whatever it is. So Weave says yes because it's bigger than. Okay, let's hear more from you, Weave. I like my hometown because it is the best around the world. Nice. So, can you tell us what makes it the best, Suli? What makes your hometown the best? For example, I don't know, the food is very good. Something about your hometown that makes it the best in your eyes. User says, yes, I do really like my hometown. Why? I want to hear why you like your hometown, user, and give an example. Munia says, Yes, I do because I've grown up there. Okay, that's a good reason. Yes, I love my hometown because I was born and raised there, or because I grew up there and I have a lot of memories. For example, I went to school there when I was younger. Give an example. Hi, Nadima. Welcome. Guys, welcome on in. For those of you who are just coming and wondering what we are doing, we are currently practicing our English. I am an English professor in Canada, and I am fixing your band 6 answers on the spot to get a band 7 on your IELTS speaking practice test. And or your job interview, you could use the same format for your job interview or the IELTS speaking test. So the question right now is, do you like your hometown? And band 7 format would be to answer the question directly. Yes or no, I like my hometown. Give a reason and then an example. Suli says it's the best place because it's my country. Okay, but if I want to know what is so good about your country, I'm sure it's the best place. But tell me, do you love the food? Do you love the weather? Do you love the government? Why? In my hometown, the weather is warm, especially in spring. I can enjoy the time outside, having picnics. I like that, Hanan. I like that. So you could give that as an example. For example, in my hometown, I can have lots of barbecues and picnics in the spring. In comparison to the UK, where it rains a lot. I think you said UK. So, guys, see what I'm doing here? I'm taking the answers and correcting them on the spot. This is what I do in my IELTS course called the English Confident Speaking Club. If you are interested in joining this English speaking club, comment IELTS below, and I will send you a message afterwards. Thank you, Ali. That's so kind of you. Teacher, what is band 6, band 7? So these are the scoring names, Ahmed, in the IELTS speaking test. So the IELTS test is an English proficiency exam students take to move to an English speaking country like UK, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, US. And they have to pass reading, writing, listening, speaking. And they have to get the band 7 or 8 or 9 to pass the test. Well, there is no pass, but that's the criteria they need to get. Riza says, my hometown is very good because we have recourse such as oil farms, plants, animals. Nice. So, Riza, you could say my hometown is very good, is very beautiful and accessible to many because we have lots of oil farms, plants, and other other how could you say this, and other nature, beautiful nature, or we're surrounded by beautiful nature. That would be a good way, because we have oil farms and we are surrounded by beautiful nature. Suli, that's great. I'm going to tell you why. So that's a good answer, Suli. So you could say, I love my hometown because my hometown is very welcoming to newcomers and helps and the government helps the foreign people a lot, for example. Oh, thank you. My Arabic is not so good. Is your name Adib? Adib, if I'm saying it right? Guys, if you are enjoying what I'm doing here, the reason why is you need a teacher to tell you your mistakes just the way we are doing today, right? So if you are serious about becoming a confident English speaker, then type IELTS in the chat and I will send you a message afterwards and we can have a discussion. So, as you see here, one thing I want to point out before I start reading more answers is I'm not giving you big vocabulary words and telling you change your answer with big vocabulary words or different grammar rules. I'm literally just changing the format of how to expand your answers clearly. Because let me tell you one thing, that's what improves your IELTS score in the speaking section. So, this is what you need to do in order to improve in your band score. You don't need to study more vocabulary words, more grammar. Believe me, that's not going to help you. And I really mean it when I say that. You need proper formats, proper structures like the one I'm teaching. And this is going to help you become a confident English speaker, guys. So, Innocent, you could send me a message and we can connect after with those details. So, once again, if you want to sound confident in job interviews too, you need to know how to expand your answers correctly and in the most clearest way possible, right? And this is what I focus on with my students. So for those of you who are just joining, we are fixing band 6 answers on the spot to a band 7 answer. Sorry, guys. I've been on live for like 4 hours today. If I mess up on anything I say, forgive me. I'm just hoping to help you all improve. Yes, Janet, hello. I am an English professor in Canada, and I help students go from a band 6 to a band 7 on their IELTS speaking exam. I'm an English professor in person in Canada, but I do offer online classes as well. So today, for those of you who are just joining live, we are just going through practice questions. So send your answer on how you would answer this question, and I will upgrade it live, whether it's for IELTS or job interview English. I want to know how you would answer this question. Is it oh man, Ar Ardib, right? My Arabic is not so good. Can you type your name? Is it Ardib? What time are you going on live every day? I try to get on around 10 a.m. Toronto time. Today is my first day I'm doing evening classes. So let's see how it goes. It seems very nice and interactive. So definitely try to sign on in the evenings more often. Janet, dear, send me a message and we can have a chat in the messages. So, welcome to everyone who is joining me live. Let's practice another question together. Do you like sports? So, using the ARE method you just used, I want you to answer this question for me. And guys, while you're typing, uh, please share my live with others so they could learn as well. Please share my live. Just a reminder to press the share button so other people could learn English with us today. Thank you, Sirwa. So I am going to give you guys a second to answer this question. Do you like sports? Thank you, Maria. Oh, hi, King. Okay, what time are you starting every day? I go on live at like 10 a.m. Canada time, Toronto time to be exact. And today's my first day doing the evening, so I will try to do more lives in the evening. The King, I'm gonna send you a message after the live ends, and we can have a chat. Okay. Okay. Yes, I do like football. Okay, tell me why. Why do you like football? Yes, I like sports. Wabi, using the ARE method, tell me why you like sports. Give a reason and give an example. Healthy, I'm watching from Windsor. Nice. I've never been to Windsor. I've always wanted to come and see it. I'm from Toronto, so not so far. London, ooh, 2:30 in the morning. Wow. I come on earlier for Londoners. I think it's like 6 or 7 o'clock. Abdul Hamid, yes, I like sports. Tell me why. Yes, the King. Can you message me, the King? If you message me, then I'll get back to you. Fafa says, I like sports because it's good for your health. I like that. I like sports because it's good for your health. And then give us an example. For example, I play basketball every Monday. Oh guys, 1 second. I'm going to have to turn that off. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. Walaikum assalam was I like sports because it's good for your health. Yes. So like I said, Fafa, give an example. Maybe when you play, how often you play. Health food. It's nice city and small river between Windsor and Detroit. Yes, I've heard. Maria, I like soccer since it gives me energy. I like that. So I like to play soccer because it gives me energy. For example, every time I play, I feel like I can run more, or I could um, tell me something that, what do you feel once you play? Muaz from Thailand. Wow, welcome all the way from Thailand. That is so cool. I love running because it gives me a lot of energy. I like that. So Batul says, I love, oops, I'm getting so many messages. I like running because it gives me a lot of energy. So you could say, for example, I run for 1 hour every day, or however often you run. Uh, I don't like sports because I am lazy. Uh, on the other hand, I like to scroll TikTok. Hey, that's totally fine. So you could say, I don't like sports. What do you like to do instead? Because I'm lazy, so I prefer to scroll TikTok instead. Other than giving example of liking sports, what else can we talk about? So Muaz, you can talk about somebody else you know who likes sports. So you could say, um, if you don't want to talk about sports, you could say, I don't prefer to play sports, but my brother loves sports. He loves to play soccer, and he's on a team because he feels like it helps him stay healthy, or whatever it is. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Oh, that's so kind. So guys, just like I'm doing it today, right now, I am fixing your answers on the spot, and I'm helping you go from band 6 to band 7. This is what I do in my English speaking confidence club. I'm not going to give you big vocabulary words to memorize, or lots of grammar rules. This is real life practice. And this is how you improve in your English. And that's exactly what makes you sound confident in job interviews and on your IELTS speaking test. If you are interested, comment IELTS and I will send you a message after today's live. So let me, no worries, Muaz. Okay, great. The king, I will message you after. I'm just trying to keep up with all the. Healthy says, please visit Yemeni Stars restaurant. I definitely will. I love Yemeni food, it's delicious. User, I like soccer because it gives me a lot of energy and it's popular. Yes. For example, I like to, so you could say, user, you could say, for example, I like to watch Cristiano Ronaldo and see how he controls the ball to learn some techniques. Thank you, Lusu. Indro, I like walking because I can see a beautiful person, beautiful people and nature outside the house. Yes. Oh, Rasha, you're so kind. Thank you. Your eyes are beautiful. Thank you for your advice. And the football makes me happy. My main reason is because it clears my mind and I get to meet new friends. I like that. Omwas, thank you. I am here in Toronto area. Yeah. Yeah, I just started on TikTok new. I've been on YouTube for a few years. I'm trying to do lives because I find that they're more interactive. and I'm really enjoying meeting you all. So, Moaz, please share it with your friends and family, whoever is learning English. I'd love to help as many people as possible. Thank you, Rasha. So, guys, today we are practicing this question. Do you like sports? Thank you, Moaz. So, using the ARE method, thank you, the king. Thank you, Rasha. Using the ARE method, how would you answer this question? Give an answer. Yes, I like sports. No, I don't like sports. Why do you like it? Why don't you like it? I like sports because, I don't like sports because, and then give an example. Hi, Al Hassan, welcome. Thank you, Zach. Oh my God, I love Spain. I wish to go back. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hi, Asad. Welcome to the live. Today we are practicing IELTS speaking practice, and I'm helping you go from a band 6 to a band 7. We are correcting your answers on the spot. So if you want to learn English with us today, whether it's for IELTS speaking or job interviews, please try to practice how you would answer this question. Al Hassan says, I like to play sports because of my health. Okay, because it keeps me it allows me to stay healthy. For example, I go to the gym every day. So you can give me an example of what type of sport you play or what you do to stay healthy. Rasha says, I like exercising at home because it makes me slim. I like that, Rasha. And tell me what do you do? For example, I watch a YouTube video. I do squats. What do you do? Zach says my score was 7 overall. Nice. Back in 2012. Do you have to do the test again, Zach? Hi, Nico. I like playing sports like football and basketball. Nice. Can you tell us how often you play? For example, I play every day. I play every Wednesday. You could touch up on your answer. Yannick, for now. Oh, I am busy too much nowadays. So Al Hassan says, I like running and football. I like that, Al Hassan. So, for example, I like running and I like to play football because they are both very fast sports. I like that. So Rasha says, for example, I watch workouts on TV and I follow along with the move. So that makes it a complete band 7 answer. So guys, as you see here, I'm turning your band 6 answer to a band 7 answer. Not even by giving you new vocabulary words. I'm literally taking your own answer and just structuring it in a way where you don't need to learn new grammar rules, big vocabulary words. You just need to know how to format your answer to go from a band 6 to a band 7, or to feel confident in your job interview. If you need help with this, comment IELTS and I will send you a message, because this is what I teach in my English Speaking Confidence Club. You are not going to learn English just by watching YouTube videos all day. Thank you, Zach. I really appreciate that comment. Jihan says, I like sports because it keeps me occupied. My favorite sport is swimming, which I go with my family. Yes, great, Jihan. And how often do you go swimming? For example, I go every Saturday or whatever it is. So, anyone on YouTube or Facebook who is watching, please go ahead and try to give me the answer for do you like sports? I am streaming on a few platforms, so most people are chatting on TikTok, but I'm here to help my fellow YouTubers, of course. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're finding it useful, Al Hassan. Thank you for that comment. I've seen you on the lives in the past, so I'm glad you're finding it beneficial. If you like the live, Al Hassan, make sure you share it with your friends and family so more people could benefit from my teaching techniques. Hi, Shankar. Welcome to today's live. So I am going to Hashem says, yes, I like it, especially, excuse me, soccer. So I want to show you a band 7 answer for this question. So I would say I'm going to use this answer. Yes, I like sports, especially running. And then I'm going to give a reason because running is a good way to keep my heart healthy. And then I'm going to give an example. For example, I try to run on the. Oh, I'm going to fix it. Just give me one sec, Delphinaire. For example, I try to run on the treadmill every day for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes every day. And I'll fix the document every day so you guys could see it. So this is what a band 7. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta fix this document. Sometimes this document doesn't load, so I'm gonna bring it up again. Just give me 1 second. You guys are so patient. Let me reset it for you. It's just resetting now. So there it is. Let me bring it a little bigger. There we go. So there it is. Do you like sports? Yes, I like sports, especially running, because running is a good way to keep my heart healthy. For example, I try to run on the treadmill for 30 minutes every day. So you see, I gave an answer, I gave a reason why, and then I gave an exact example. So this is what I teach in my English speaking confidence club is easy ways to break down any question. So I don't sit there and teach you, okay, if he asks you about this, say this. If he asks you about this, remember this vocabulary. Literally, you don't need to know more English to learn to be a band 7 student. All you need to do is to improve the way you structure your answer. So, this is what I teach in my English speaking confidence club. If you are interested, type IELTS in the chat and I will send you a message after today's live showing you more techniques like this. I have another technique. I use the PPF method. I teach so much more. Just making it as easy as possible to help students. I am an English professor helping students go from band 6 to band 7 on their IELTS speaking test. I have the excuse me, I talk a lot. I have the credentials and I've been helping students for the past 10 years. You know what? Oh my God, being a teacher is very tiring, but when you're passionate, you just keep talking and talking, really. I'm so passionate on helping you all improve your English, really. Thank you. Ali, I like that. So yes, I really like sports and I like to work out every day. For example, what do you do when you work out, Ali? Do you go bike? Do you ride your bike? Do you go swimming? Do you play basketball? Which one do you do? Yeah, of course. Please ask right here, Hassan. I'm not taking any live calls today, but please write it in the chat. So I'm going to give, okay, what do you do at the gym, Ali? For example, I go to the gym every day and I run. What do you do? Do you lift weights? What do you do? So as you see, guys, um, I'm using the same level of vocabulary to help you just structure your answer a little better to get a band 7. I'm not even changing the grammar rules or the vocabulary words. It's just about making your message as clear as possible, giving a reason and example. And this is what moves you to band 7 in IELTS speaking. And this is what makes you sound confident, guys, in IELTS speaking and also in professional settings like job interviews. So, this is exactly how I train my students to speak in the English Speaking Confidence Club. If you like the methods I'm teaching today, comment IELTS below and we can have a chat after. I will send you a message. Just comment IELTS and I will send you a message. But today, anyone who is coming in new, we are fixing your answer live on the spot. So tell me how you would answer this question. Do you like sports? Thank you for the follow. So Al Hassan says, do you like sports? Yes, I do. So that would be a band 5 answer. So let me fix it. So you would say something like, yes, I like sports, especially running. I go to the gym. For example, I go to the gym every day and run on the treadmill. So, do you see that? Clear idea, better structure. And this is exactly what we practice inside my English Speaking Confidence Club. I go to the gym and I run on the elliptical for 15 minutes. Then I work on my legs and lifting. I like that by lifting. Okay, great. Nasra says, yes, I do. I like going jogging with my husband 3 times a week. We enjoy the fresh and beautiful air. I like that. So I go to the gym. So yes, I like to go jogging with my husband at least 3 times a week because we enjoy the fresh air and the beautiful scenery around us. For example, we always go on different trails, you could say, or to different parks. Rose says, yes, I love running because it gives me a lot of energy. Yes. For example, how often do you go running? Nasra says, yes, I do. I go jogging with my husband 3 times. Oh, same person. That's great. I'm glad you understand me, Hussein. If you're looking for an IELTS speaking course, if you want to be a confident English speaker, Hussein and anyone else, comment IELTS below and I will send you a message after today's live. We can have a chat, guys. You're not going to learn English just by watching YouTube videos all day and learning grammar rules. The best way to learn English is by practicing. You need a teacher to give you feedback, tell you what you're doing wrong. This is what's going to help you. Hi, Fadi. I wish I looked that cool with the sunglasses. Great, Omar. I will send you a message afterwards. So, guys, please share my live. If you are watching, share it with others so we can help as many people as possible improve their English and become that confident English teacher. Great, Omar. I will send you a message afterwards. Oh, Jihan, I'm so glad to hear you're finding it useful. Nasra, yes, I'm a little exhausted. It is getting late here. I am exhausted, Nasra, but when you're passionate about something, it feels like you're talking to your friends. Yes, Salam says, Salam, dear, speaking is my problem. Yes, and that's what I help with. Yes, Salam. If you are interested in improving your English speaking for IELTS in specific or real life situations, yes, Salam, that's what I help with. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so happy you're here. Hi, Din Billy. Am I saying it right? Din Bill? So guys, let's change it up a little. In the comment section, tell me, where are you chatting from? I'm curious, where are you watching from? Brampton, nice. You're not that far from me, Raj. I'm also in Toronto somewhere close by. Ottawa, Somalia. Wow. USA. I'm watching from Somalia, Chad. This is always so cool to ask. Oh my God. It's so neat. Chad. Panama. Nice. I've always wanted to visit Panama. Central Indonesia. Walaikum assalam, Suhaib. Welcome. Edmonton, Alberta. I've never been to Edmonton. I'd love to go. Yes, Raj, I do. Send me a message and we can have a chat after. I help a lot of people from Brampton. Algeria. Wow, nice. I'd love to go to Algeria. St. Catherine's. Nice. Welcome, Omar. Cairo, but I am from Guinea. Wow. Al Hussein, welcome. So let's change the question. I'm going to ask you another question. Thank you, everyone, for telling me where you're from. That's like the funnest part, just to get to know you all. One sec. I'm going to change the question to, do you prefer to live in an apartment or house? So using the ARE method, I want you to answer this question. Answer, reason, example. So Hussein says building. Why? It's cheaper. Okay. So let's try to make that a longer response. I prefer to live in a building because it's more cost efficient. For example, I only pay $1,000 in a building, but living in a house is $2,000. So you answered the question, you gave a reason, and you gave an example. So, just as you see what I'm doing here, guys, I'm going to say it again. I didn't even change, I didn't even give big vocabulary words and tell Hussein to use different grammar rules. You don't need to do that in IELTS speaking or even in your job interviews. You just need to know how to structure your answer properly so you are able to get a band 7, the same level of vocabulary, but now it's structured and it's a clear idea, and we gave a solid example. This is how you move to a band 7, and this is what makes you sound so confident. This is exactly how I train my students to speak. So if you are interested, comment IELTS below and I will message you afterwards so we can have a chat. I prefer living in a house, although it is small one, so I don't need to spend much money. Okay, great answer, Nasra. I prefer living in a house, even though it is small, but it is very cost efficient. And then give an example. For example, living in a house has many comes with many maintenance fees, whereas an apartment it doesn't. I prefer the apartment because we are two people. Raj, I'll send you a message after, dear. I prefer living in a house because there I will be able to educate my children. Nice. I like that. So, Al Hassan, I prefer living in a house because I feel like when I have more space, I am able to educate my children, maybe teach them how to garden the plants, water plants, and grow plants. Inshallah, ya salam, me too. I prefer to live in a basement because it is more cheaper and I can save more money. Yes, I prefer to live in a basement because it's a lot more cost effective and I'm able to save more money. For example, give an example. For example, I was able to save $10,000 in 1 year just from living in a basement. Yes, Nasrina, I do offer courses. If you are interested, I will send you a message afterwards. I'm a beginner in language. You know, you're doing great, Hussein. Honestly, the thing is, you watching videos all day will not improve your English. You need a structure. You need someone to tell you what you're doing wrong, how to fix your answers with a certain format. You need a teacher to guide you. This is the biggest advice I could give you. I prefer to live in a house because it gives the space to spend with my family, for example, playing. Yes. Great, Jennifer. I can send you a message afterwards. When you want to improve your English, what can I do? The best advice I could give you is practice with a teacher. You cannot improve alone just by watching YouTube videos, different videos. What is the TOEFL exam, Rose? I don't know anything about the TOEFL exam. Sorry. I don't teach. I just teach IELTS. I don't know how the TOEFL exam works. So, guys, just like I am teaching you live on the spot, I'm fixing your mistakes. This is what I do in my IELTS speaking course. If you are serious about becoming a confident English speaker, I want to help you become the best English speaker so you could pass that job interview, you could get a band 7. Comment IELTS and I will send you the link to my course after the live. No worries, Rose. So, guys, it's getting late here, so I'm just gonna go in a few minutes. So, if anybody else would like me to correct your answers before I leave, please do let me know. And if you like today's live, please help me out, support me by giving me a little gift, sharing my live, or following my page. Anything helps, honestly. Coming on here, I love to help you all, and I really appreciate you guys joining and staying in the live. Jennifer, if you send me a message, we can talk afterwards, dear. How can I grow my confidence? Confidence grows when you know how to structure your answers. You need to know how to format your answers. You don't need to learn so much vocabulary words, so much different grammar rules. If you've been on here, have to, you noticed I took everyone's answers and I just changed it a little and it sounded like a band 7 answer. I didn't give you higher vocabulary words, different grammar rules. I used your same words you used, and that's it. So, if you are interested in becoming a confident English speaker, going from band 6 to band 7 is a piece of cake, and I promise you that. I could guarantee you that just you know English, you know enough English. All you need to do is follow a structure. Yes, I do have a class, Mercy. No worries, have to. Thank you, Abdullah. Yes, it's online. My class is online. My class is online, and it's at a time where most people are available. It is recorded classes and they are live as well. Yes, I have YouTube. You could just search my name. It's in the bio. In my bio, you will find my course and my YouTube channel. My class, you could join. If you send me a message, I will send you the link to my class. Mercy, if you send me a message, I'll tell you all that information in the messages, okay? Red Sea, hello, welcome. No worries, Rose. So, guys, I was on live for 4 hours today. I did a live this morning for 2.5 hours and now for an hour and a half. So, I really hope you enjoyed the live today. I will be trying to come on live more often. Abdul Hamid, just send me a message and we can talk about that, okay? So please support me, guys. It's not easy to come on live for 4 hours and help you out. I really want to help all of you guys. Thank you again for joining me. If you have any questions, send me a message. And it's like 10:30 at night here, and I'm getting a little overdrive now. So thank you for joining me. You guys have a wonderful night and take care, everyone. Bye. Good night.